Good morning, friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa doing our morning weather update, usually sometime between 7:45 and 8:15. So if you're looking to know what the weather is going to be like across the state of Michigan, this is what I try to handle. And I try to handle some questions for you too. So if you have a travel question, go ahead and ask it in the comments below, and I'll try to answer those. If they start coming in hot and heavy, I can't get to everybody, but I will try, or just keep asking too. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Alicia Clymer, looks like, and Carl Pierce. Let's get to it. It's lake effect snow and cold temperatures. Cold temperatures are for everyone. Let's cover the snowfall first. Eric wants me to tell you it's going to be sunny and warm. Eric, it's going to be sunny and warm somewhere, but not here just yet. All right, here we go. And here is the radar. Right down here, southwest corner, that's where the heaviest lake effect will be. But I do want to emphasize that the lake effect is on a northerly wind, and as a result, it's fairly limited in aerial coverage. It's right up along the shoreline. Hey, thanks, Nicole. Well, I'm not even going to try that. Koaleski. So, the point being is, you can escape this lake effect. Like, say you're going from northern Michigan to southern Michigan, 131, a lot better than US 31. Any idea how the highway is between Muskegon and Grand Rapids? I would imagine that looking at this, there hasn't been a whole lot of snow once you get out of Muskegon. But, of course, we have bitterly cold temperatures, so you're going to not find roads clearing off real quickly. I want to show you this. Just gives you an idea of what's going on here. Winter storm warnings in the pinkish area in southwest lower Michigan, northern Indiana. That should show you where the heaviest lake effect will fall. Those winter storm warnings all the way into Saturday because of the consistent lake effect snow. Then winter weather advisories in the purple counties along the shoreline and into Traverse City. And then the light blue is a wind chill advisory for wind chills of -15 to -30. The big storm out east is actually going to have an effect. It's probably going to pick up the wind some this afternoon. And more wind, I'll show you later, on the east side of the state than the west side because it's closer to that huge storm. Aaron, I think, just asked that question. Aaron Freeland Ledyard, what is this part of the effect of the huge East Coast storm? Yes, it is. Part of it, yes, because that circulation around it gives us the northerly winds, and the farther east you go, the stronger the winds will be. Here's the radar forecast, and again, the emphasis should be that we're going to have heavy lake effect, but notice how it hugs the counties along the shore, the exception being down here, hard hit, up to 20 inches over the next 2 days. So I would still probably drop down and take 80 rather than 94, and stay away from 196 if you can. 131 would be better. Any news on how 196 is around South Haven? I would imagine it's quite snowy. They haven't had any reports of really big snows, but it looks like it's been steady, so I think it's pretty much as snowy as it can get. Are we expecting any major snow in the Detroit area anytime soon? No, not anytime soon. There's somewhat of a pattern change next week, and that could bring a snow, but it doesn't look big just yet. And Pat wants to know, when's our next snowstorm? There really isn't one in the offing. Aren't the lakes freezing, which decreases lake effect? Paul Long wants to know. The lakes take a while to freeze, and they're still warm. There is ice forming, but not enough to diminish lake effect snow just yet, okay? My iTunes is bouncing. You've been rocking? Yes, I am always rocking. Zealand's going to be snowy, and the plow guys won't get a break until it looks like late in the weekend. Hey, happy birthday, Brian Weather. Gary, warmer temperatures next week. Yes, I'm going to cover that. So we're on the radar forecast, and right here we are at midnight tonight. And look how persistent it is. So again, Ann Arbor, Detroit, Jackson, Flint, Saginaw, the Thumb, nothing going on. Lansing, nothing going on. Grand Rapids probably out of it, other than maybe a flurry or two. Any info from Troy to Niagara Falls? Boy, that could be a rough drive depending on which way you go. You're going to get a band of lake effect at some point anywhere, okay? All right, so snowfall, wind chill. And here it is. Wind chills today. Minus 20 to minus 30, coldest in the east, minus 40 in places, minus 15 to minus 25 on the west side of the state. Pretty easy. It's real cold. Total snowfall, this is a 3 to 6 inch band, but in the heavy lake effect, you can double that. And my phone is saying low battery, so I don't know how long it's going to last. I have it plugged in, but it's not charging properly, so I apologize for that. Here's one thing I do want to leave you with. Here are the high temperatures. Bear with me just a second. I want to show you Sunday. Okay, starting to get out of the deep freeze into the 20s. Monday, look at that. Some places could crack the freezing mark Monday. And a little bit of a pattern change. Tuesday back to the 20s. Wednesday back to the 30s, low 30s, and Thursday into the low 30s. So there's a sign that we are going to see some moderation here in the next, starting on Sunday and maybe lasting off and on for a week or so. Yes, I know, Kurt Morris. What about the UP? It's part of Michigan also. Well, the UP is going to warm up a little bit, but you're gonna be the colder side, of course, okay? And you will get the heavy lake effect. I'll go back for the UP since my battery's holding up. And there you see it. Again, the same spot that's been getting hit around the Marquette area should get another 4 to 8 inches of lake effect snow. And if you're driving across the UP, it's all lake effect. Ice fishing is in the future, Kenyon. Some places are doing it. Saginaw Bay, they're ice fishing. Saginaw River, they're ice fishing. So it just depends on what lake you're on. Mary Burnham, hey, good morning. Alrighty, so there you have it, folks. Cold, turning windy today because of that major storm out east. The temperatures and the weather starting to turn around by about Sunday, and next week we could have a few days that actually crack the freezing mark in the southern half of lower Michigan. So there you have it. Stay warm the next couple of days. The end of a deep freeze is in sight, at least temporarily. I'm not going to say that we're going to go permanently back to temperatures in the 30s, but it looks like we're going to have somewhat of a break. And maybe it's a gradual start of a pattern change. All right? Hey, have yourself a great morning. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Like our Facebook page on MLive. Also, well, of course, you've liked it if you're watching this, but like our Michigan Weather Group Facebook page, and that's where we can post more about weather. And, of course, if you could pass this along to your friends that you get your morning update, and you have yourself a great day.